I think we're live. It has been a minute. I have to say, hi everyone. If you haven't been around for a while, I'm Erin Thompson with Everyday Expressions, and I am so excited that you're here. And I'm looking around because I am so ill prepared that I don't even have any cut card stock. So before a bunch of people jump on, let me get some card stock, and thankfully I have some over here, and I'll be right back. Hi, Sue. I see Sue. Sue jumped on real quick, so let me cut some card stock, and I'll be right back. There. Okay. That was easy. I see Ricardo looking at me. What? Is everything okay? I'm an English major. What did I mess up? Oh, did I mess up spelling on something? Oh, darn it. That's because I was typing so fast. I was an English major, you guys. And hi, Diana. Rich told me I have a typo in the title. Elizabeth Bomber says, hello, Ricardo. So ignore my typo. Sorry, I was in a super big hurry. And it has been a day. Like, seriously, I didn't even want to show my face. I got stuck in the rain. I know. Thanks, Diana. I do know how to spell it. But Rich pointed out that I misspelled it. So I got stuck in the rain today. It was something. I went to lunch with Kathy Dodd, and we had a good time. We talked a lot about all the crazy craft retreat stuff that's going on. Let me do, look, see, I'm like, oh, don't even. It has been a day. Like, it was a torrential downpour. I got stuck in the rain. I had to go to a printer. Y'all, this year's retreat, it's like one thing after another. The printer that I've worked with for the last 2 years told me they could do something that I had planned on doing special. And I really think it's one of those things where they wanted to do it when I asked if they could do it, and they got excited about it, but they really didn't know how to do it. And they told me they could do it. And then I get the feeling that then they went and tried to figure out how to do it. And it was taking weeks and weeks. Like, I started this process. Diana went with me weeks ago, and we met with them about it. I mean, I think we've been talking about it since December. And I was starting to get really stressed, and I'm like, where is this? I need this. I need this. And they weren't getting it. Oh, good. Thank you, Elizabeth, for moving over to YouTube. You know, I love when you guys go over to YouTube, because I need to get my viewership up on YouTube again, because it tanked because I didn't make any videos for the longest time. So I appreciate that. Thank you. So anyway, they weren't getting me the stuff I needed. And I'm like, hello, we have a retreat in 2 months, and I've got to make these things. And so it kind of got a little messy on Monday, and I went looking for another printer, and thank the maker, I found one that's just as good a quality. They printed a proof and things look good, but they can't do the thing that the other printer had promised me they could do that caused the whole fallout. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that thing, because it's this special gift for everyone for the retreat. And I want to do it. And you know me, I'm picky, and I want to do it the right way, and I want it to be nice. And so that's a problem. And then I'm just sharing this with you guys because I know you'll appreciate it when the time rolls around. So the whole t-shirts, like, I had a guy that promised me he could give us a good price on t-shirts a couple months ago. And because I had a problem with our t-shirt printer last year, and so I thought, oh great, we're going to go, and it's even going to be a little bit cheaper with this new company. And then when it came down to time to kind of get it all together, his prices were like really expensive. So I had to go back to my old t-shirt printer and say, hey, didn't work out. Can I still use you? So now they're in the process of, getting the store together, but I'm adding more items this year. You'll be excited to know you're going to have a choice of 2 different kinds of t-shirts, color wise. And then we're doing a zip hoodie in pink. It's going to be so cute. And then I'm even trying to offer a couple of other things. So it's taking a little bit longer, but no matter what, they said we'll get the store open for everybody to shop, and they'll be in time for the retreat, no worries. So, and I know them, they're professional, they always get me things on time. I love how they organize everything. So it's not a bad thing that I've gone back to them again. So that's finally working out. But it's just like one thing after another, nothing coming out right. But I'm going to show you guys something. Are you ready? Ready for a little sneak peek? This is a little thing, but I'm still excited. It just came like 5 minutes before I was supposed to go live. And Ricardo said, you don't have time. I said, oh yeah, we're opening that box. Are you ready? Look, Diana. Diana told me I needed stickers or new stickers. Here you go. Here's a sneak peek for this year's retreat. You're going to see these. So I'm sharing one little sneaky peek. What do you guys think? I am in love with it. In love with it. Tell me what you think. Do you love it? Diana told me I needed stickers, and so new stickers. So I have to tell you, I am so excited with these. I love them so much. And I ordered something else that I'm hoping will work out as a special gift for y'all. So I know I love it too. I'm glad you guys love it because I think it's just perfect. It's a 2x2 sticker. So that is a win right there. So a new company that I'm working with this year. So they were just online. I found them and they're fantastic. So I'm glad you guys like it because you're going to see those and I'm excited. So that's a bunch of Nashville Craft Retreat stuff that's going on. It's like been one thing after another. It's like nothing's going as smoothly as it has in the past. So that's why you probably haven't seen a lot from me and you haven't seen me post as much even in the private group as I have in the past. We're just starting to get supplies rolling in. And so the designers have just really got, not even all of them. It's not all in yet. We're still waiting on a couple of companies. But the designers have just gotten their products, some of them, and are starting to work on their designs. So that's another reason I don't have a supplies list, because when you have super sponsors who are creating things especially for us, we don't normally get things until April. And then the design team has to go and create their creations. And so we don't have a supplies list until about a month before the retreat. So we don't even have everything in yet, but they're all kind of trying to work behind the scenes and do what they can. And so it's just, oh my goodness. Bonnie's on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you. So hi, Sue Bushman. So it's like, there's just so much going on and nothing's gone right, but we're working on it. It's starting to come together. So hopefully by the time it comes around, we're ready. So I've been so crazy that I haven't, Rich said, you haven't even been in your craft room much. And I said, no, I haven't. There's all this retreat stuff going on. So, thanks, Sue. I tell you, I'm working hard. You guys know, okay. I'm not going to show you, but I'm so excited. I will say the one thing that has gone perfectly, the enamel pins came in. They are so good. I cried. Like, seriously, they are so good. And you know, if you've never been to a Nashville Craft Retreat, you may not know this. If you come to the Nashville Craft Retreat, you know. Last year, I started an annual enamel pin, and I retroactivated, like anybody who came the first year, I had a special pin for that one. Then we had a special pin last year. So this year, we have a new one, and they came in, and they are perfect. They're exactly the colors I wanted. I love it. Y'all are going to love it. I'm so excited. So I just had to tell you that too. That was one thing that has gone right. So anyway, I have not been in the craft room much. Hi, Kathy Dodd. I mentioned you and I said we went to lunch and we had a good time today. I got this from Gina K for the month of March, her release. I think it was March. Yeah, we haven't had the April release yet. And she sent me this Life is Sweet set that's cupcakes and pie and all kinds of good things. and I hadn't even used it. So Gina K, I'm sorry. It's been crazy. So I thought tonight, and I already stamped some out just to play with it to see how it all worked. I thought we would try something that is so difficult for me, clean and simple cards, because we don't have a lot of time and we need some cute Gina K sets, and we need some cute cards. And here's one thing, I am a sucker for a good cherry stamp. So I was thinking, let's just stamp really simple a cherry background, and super simple, right? Because there's nothing cuter than a good cherry. We could even do cherries and blueberries and strawberries and do like a berry card. And is there a berry sentiment? Let's see what the sentiments are. Made with love. Hope your day is as sweet as you. Thanks for being so sweet. Wish I was there to celebrate with you. You deserve the best on your big day. And then there's all these other little ones. You're so sweet. Very much. Muffin. Hey muffin. Things like that. But so we could do, and that'd be really cute in different colors. But let's just do cherries and make our life simple. Let's pretend like we need a birthday card and we need it ASAP, and do it really simple. So I have just my regular Hammer Mill cardstock, and I'm going to we're just going to freehand this one. There's that. Let me see if I can find another little stamp or another little block. I have there's one. Not as little, but I have some other little ones. I actually use them to take pictures. And we'll do these in brown. Let's kind of condition our stamp. And we're going to, I like to have a foam mat behind when I'm just stamping. So we're just going to create our own background. Super simple. Oh yeah, Bonnie. Bonnie said she's been eating fruit salad for 3 days. So let's do a test. I've got some Gina K ink cubes, and we're just going to use some scrap paper. Let me see what I've got here, just to see which red I like best. Let's try red velvet, and this one is cherry red. So let's see which color we like. I'm not even going to worry about a lot of shading on these. Nothing like that. That's cute. It's a nice bright red. We are going for a super simple, clean and simple background. This is cherry red. Let's see which we like better. Ooh, I like that cherry red for sure. Look how good it looks. I like that dark red. So let's just stamp a background, a whole bunch in that cherry. And then I've got the little stem, and we'll do it in charcoal brown. These are Gina K ink cubes. And I do have all of the supplies listed. Oops, I just stuck my hand in that. You can tell I am rusty in the craft room, but I have to apologize that I have not been live for 2 or 3 weeks. We are full on into tennis season with Gabe. And Gabe is 15. He's a sophomore in high school, and he's on the varsity tennis team. And we pretty much have like a varsity match almost every day of the week, but lots of times on Thursdays. So let's just see how this stamps out. Let's get there's the red, cherry red. This is charcoal brown. So trying to think. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this goes like this. So we've had, between the craft retreat stuff and Gabe in tennis. Oh, that looks cute. I just haven't been live a whole lot. So I'm sorry, but there's just been a lot going on. And tennis has definitely thrown us for a loop in our household. So we can just stamp a whole bunch here. Think about which way they're going. And you can put, oh, I stamped it in brown. Oops, I told you I was rusty. Okay, I'm going to need to move the brown out of the way because obviously that's not going to work. So let's try this again. Good thing we hadn't stamped the whole thing. Hi, Stacy. Stacy had a birthday this week. Okay, let's try this again. Take 2. Everybody tell me what's going on. Tell me, what are you most excited about? Because most of you that are on, or at least that have chimed in, are coming to the retreat. What do you think? Especially if there's someone new on here. I'm looking to see which way this stamp goes. What do you think is your favorite thing about the craft retreat? If you are new, we are talking about the Nashville Craft Retreat. It is the annual craft retreat that I host. And we are pretty much sold out. I could maybe squeeze one more person in. Hi, Tiffany. Tiffany's one of our designers. And Tiffany, should we give let's give a teeny tiny little piece of info. We have a new class this year that we've never done. Tiffany is teaching a mixed media class, and we are super excited. You know, Tiffany does fantastic mixed media kinds of, I just love her style, and she is teaching a mixed media class this year. And I think she and I have been brainstorming, and we are so excited. It is, our super sponsor for that is the Crafters Workshop, TCW. And Jamie is the owner of TCW, and she has gifted everyone a special stencil just for us. We went to her and we asked her, we kind of knew what we wanted to do, and we said, this is kind of what we're looking for. Can you design something special for us? She did, and then she gifted the stencil to everyone. And you know, not many sponsors will gift us anything. Normally I have to buy everything. And so we are so very excited about it. And Tiffany's been really thinking about things, and I'm so excited. She doesn't have everything yet. Like I said, we had to snag with the printer. So she will hopefully have everything she needs soon. But we are really excited about the mixed media class, because this, you know, sometimes mixed media is not for everybody. But Tiffany's class, I think definitely there's something for everyone in it. And I'm really excited for it. I think you guys are going to love it and have a great time. We do have great sponsors, Sue. Like our sponsors are just, they go above and beyond and out of their way for us. And they, you know, they do so many special things, and they send giveaways, and they design special things for us, and they, you know, they give us swag, and it's just, we appreciate our sponsors so much. Bonnie says the messier the better. Now, I agree with Bonnie, but I don't think Elizabeth Balmer feels that way, because I know Elizabeth Balmer does not like to get messy. Like she's one of those that we might have to give gloves, but Tiffany doesn't do too messy style, you know, but it's really pretty. So I think everyone's gonna love it. I'm really excited about that class. What else? What's everybody's favorite thing about the retreat? Elizabeth says, no, I don't feel that way. What do you mean, no, you don't feel that way? That you don't like to get messy, or that you don't like mixed media? What is it? And I think, do you guys agree? Like, I think a lot of times when people think mixed media, you never know, like, it can be so many different things that I think mixed media means different things to different people. And so it really depends. And I think, Tiffany, aren't you excited? Like, I think everybody's going to love the mixed media class. And we've never done a mixed media class before. So, you know, we're technique based, and we like to do it. We're all about teaching, and we want to push you outside your comfort zone. And you do not normally walk away with, let's say, 21 beautiful cards, like perfect. You might walk away with 21 not so perfect cards, but you've walked away with techniques that then we want you to go home and practice. And that's why we work so hard to give you everything in your kit that you need to be able to go home and practice what you've learned. So we definitely try to push you out of your comfort zone. Elizabeth said, I don't like to get very messy. I know. We'll try to help you not get too messy. You don't have to get messy. It can be as much or as little as you want, Elizabeth. Now, I'm just messy anyway. Like, I'm just a messy crafter. So, or 21 incomplete cards. Yes, Laura, but you get everything, right? Because then you can go home and practice. And that's the whole point. And this year, we definitely are working hard. Everybody will get step-by-step instructions for every project. So even if we don't finish it, or this stem is kind of floating off in space here. So you can go home and finish it at home, but you won't feel like you don't know what's going on. So that should be definitely a help this year. We are definitely doing that this year. I'm using this was a Zig blender pen. I don't think they sell these anymore, but I think you can get one from Tombow. And so I'm just dipping it in the ink and kind of creating it, like pulling that cherry a little bit out to help. I think my stem was supposed to come out this way, but I put it down that way, but that's okay. No one's going to know, I don't think. So look how cute that is. Just for a background. Super simple. And then we can put a sentiment on there. Oops. So I just need to trim this down, and then we'll figure out what kind of sentiment. I mean, this can be a really simple card. So let's trim this down to 4 by 5 1/4. I have a new tool that I got that I'm pretty excited about. I want to show you guys. You guys will laugh because it won't surprise you at all. Diana and I were talking about these the other day, and I said, already ordered. She sent it to me, and she said, you probably want these. I said, already ordered. So they came, Diana. Are you ready? Micro blending brushes from Altenew. If you guys know me, I say this every single time. My favorite, I've tried them all, hands down. I've tried every mini blender brush probably out there, almost everyone. And a lot of them are pretty much the same. But hands down, the Altenew mini blender brushes are my absolute favorite. And I always buy them because once in a while they put them on sale at 50% off. They put them on sale at 50% off not long ago, and I bought a whole bunch to use in the, I don't know if you know this, but we actually have 2 separate events going on this year at the, let me put my face on. We actually have, this is our 3rd year in a row for the Nashville Craft Retreat, and I was excited this year to offer crop space for scrapbookers, because obviously we have people who are scrapbookers and they're not really card makers. And even a couple of the people who have attended in the past couple years, they aren't really card makers, or their first love is scrapbooking. And so this year I offered crop space in addition to the regular retreat. So it's almost like 2 separate events going on at once. And so the croppers will be in their own space doing their own thing. You know, if you've ever been to a crop, it's like you take all your own stuff and you just have a table and you do whatever you want to do for all those days of crafting. So we have 2 separate events going on. Like the croppers will do their own thing, and then we have the craft retreat going on, and you know, y'all are crazy. So the card makers, you know, will be doing our retreat with classes and everything. Well, for the croppers, we have a couple of like kind of demo, kind of not really classes, but kind of small demo / classes going on. So for instance, I'll do like a 30-minute class for them on ink blending, because scrapbookers don't normally do a lot of ink blending, but like it's a good trick to have to maybe shade like a big die cut sentiment or something for a layout. So I'm going to do an ink blending class for them. And I ordered a whole bunch of these Altenew mini blending brushes because you know how I'm a stickler that you have to have the right tools to be able to be successful. So they don't get to take it home with them, but I have it as a tool that they can use for our little demo class. So anyway, that's how much I love them. I invested in them for the croppers, for the crop at the retreat. And so they'll be able to try these out and use them. But hands down, I've tried every single little blending brush, and the Altenew ones are my favorite. Partly, and I'll tell you why. Lots of times I don't say this. I love these because I hold them like this to ink blend very specific things. And I love that they are straight up and down and there's no handle coming out this way. I like that I can hold them this way. It works. I think it works better for me. The other thing that I like is that the bristles are shorter. Some of them, they're much longer, and I found they bend, they move, they kind of get offset, or they can kind of get broken, and they give more give and they swish more. So if you put too much pressure, they kind of bend over and it messes up my blending. That's my personal opinion. I like that the Altenew brushes are very short and compact, and I don't get that. Also, I love that the Altenew bristles are flat. When I hold it perfectly upright and I'm going in our little circle ink blending, I find that flat cut line works better for me and my style. So that's a little quick reason as to why I love the Altenew mini blenders. They're very expensive. I believe in investing in our tools, and I've had these for the ones I've had the longest since they came out, and I never had any problem with them. So I invest in them, but I do look for when they're 50% off, and that's when I buy them. And so they were on 50% off, so that's when I bought them for the croppers to use at the retreat. And it's an investment in a tool that then I'll have when we need it. So there's my little spiel. Yes, they're expensive, but they last forever. Exactly, Bonnie. So that's my little spiel for those. But they just came out with these micro blending brushes. And so a lot of the things, I haven't even opened these yet. I bought these. I haven't used them, but I know I'm going to love them because, I like to do a lot of ink blending, and especially through stencils and things. And I can be very specific. I wonder where that card is that I made. Oh, it's probably in the closet. Oh, here. No, it's in the closet. I have a new video out. If you have not watched it, I would love it. I started a new series called Art-ish, meaning it's kind of like the masters or techniques or cultural styles in art. And it's with the Japanese and Chinese kind of ink painting with koi. And so if you haven't watched it, I would love it if you go watch it and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And so these are brushes that I would have used in a lot of that ink blending to create that card, because they're very small and could have really put fine detail in some ink blending. But they follow along the same lines as what I love about the other mini blenders, because they have an upright hand. I can hold them upright. They have short bristles and they're flat. And so there's two sizes. There's this called size 7 and then a 10, and you can see how they compare with the size of the regular mini blenders. These are called micro blenders. And for me, if you like to add a lot of detail when you're ink blending, they're going to be perfect. I just know it because I love the Altenew mini blenders. They're my favorites. So I just thought I'd give that spiel on why I love the Altenew brushes. And they didn't pay me. They've never sent me any of these. I've bought every single one. So that's telling you how much I love them. And I bought these right when they came out. They did not send these to me. So, hi, Teresa. How are you? Oh, Teresa says she saw the video. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I love that. I appreciate that. Thanks, everyone, for watching. So it's been hard to get anything done and get some videos posted, but I wanted to get to do that one. Okay, so I trimmed this down to 4 by 5 1/4, and let's get back to this. So now I just want to do, and I do not have the coordinating dies, and that's why I'm really working on just kind of doing a clean and simple card. So there's my cherries. And really, we could just put a sentiment in the middle, like maybe do something very simple. It's still not even as clean and simple as I wanted it to be, but you know, we could wrap some vellum. Hope your day is as sweet as you are. That's for a pie. I'm looking at everything because I didn't have this planned out. And let's see if I've got some vellum. Or, you know what would be cute is an infinity shaker card. That would be cute. But let's just look. Let's see. Let me get some vellum. I'm kind of running low on vellum. And from what I hear, my favorite basil is no longer in business. And the vellum's no longer available. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But let's see. Oh, I have quite a bit left. Good. I'm not ready to run out yet. I used to love this basil vellum because it's pretty heavy. It's got like a lot of, I think it's 40 pound. Let's see. I don't know if it says it. I think it was 40 pound. It's really got a lot of weight and body to it. And it was always my favorite. I have to tell you, if I were doing this not live, I would go into my stash and I would look for, I have these flags from My Favorite Things that do a, like a stitch look to it. And I use them as my little, to create my little band. I don't know if I could find them that quickly. I could go look. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I've had them for years, but I like it when it has like a pretty border. I'll go look. If you guys don't mind if I jump up, I'll go look. Because I think that would be really pretty on this. On some cards, I don't think it would look good on this one. I even like to tear vellum and give it kind of an organic look, but that's not really what we're doing here. So, did everybody tell what their favorite thing was about their retreat? Oh, thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Tell me, what's been your favorite class or technique or product in the past at the craft retreat? Everybody share that while I jump up, and I'll try to look for that die that I normally use for this. I'll be right back. Yay, I found it. I found it fairly easily. What's everybody saying? Watercolor pens, Bonnie said. Oh, from Ellen Hudson last year and Sketch Bar. Those watercolor pens. And my sister Melissa taught that watercoloring class. That was fantastic, Bonnie. That was a good one. I forgot about those. Tiffany says she likes the Card Cafe. Card Cafe is always a fan favorite. If you have never been, the Card Cafe is a little combination of, we have a couple of make and takes, and then it's a lot of maybe a new product that's kind of hot that you know, you might want to try, or you've never tried using a gel plate. The first year we had gel plates, and it's a lot of just playing and experimenting and trying something that maybe you've never tried before. We had the first year in the Card Cafe, we had jelly plates with stencils and things like that. We had alcohol ink, and I had my air compressor there, and we talked about kind of tips and tricks for alcohol ink. And last year we had an advanced coloring class with Copics. My sister taught that, and she did the human rainbow, colored 5 different little kids from the Sweet November stamps that you received, and did 5 different kinds of skin tones in the human rainbow. So advanced Copic coloring, and we are doing that again this year at the Card Cafe. Kelly Taylor is on the team this year, and she will be teaching the Copic coloring classes. We offer a beginner to intermediate class, at the regular workshops, and then during Card Cafe, Kelly will be teaching an advanced Copic coloring class, and I already know the technique she's teaching, and it's fantastic. I am so excited. So if you are a Copic colorer, it will be an advanced class, which is perfect. But if you're not a Copic colorer, that's the cool thing about the Card Cafe. You can pick and choose what you want to do. It's self-selected. You can go and just like do no-brainer, like make and takes, or you can try some different techniques, all kinds of different things. And we have some fun things going on this year. So I'm pretty excited. Some different things, and more make and takes than we've had in the past. So we'll have a lot going on. Oh, Elizabeth says the people and the swag. Yes, the swag is always good. So, okay, I found these. These are from, I'm telling you, I bought these years ago. From My Favorite Things. I don't even know. They were called like fishtail flags. And then they had the stitched and then the coordinating like outline die. So I love to use these. Let's see what fits. Perfect. And I will cut these out. It's just because it's a little bit bigger than my card. And we'll cut it out of the vellum. And then it makes it a little bit more interesting. So let's get, let's see. What's everybody else say? Love the Card Cafe. Also loved learning tricks and tricks for being a better ink blender. Oh, I love that, Sue. The fairy ink blending. Still have it. What's the fairy ink blending, Diana? I don't know what that one is. What's the fairy ink blending? Oh, from Lavinia, the first year, the class that I taught. I think that's what you're talking about. We did Lavinia. The first year we had a class on Lavinia and ink blending and scene building for Lavinia stamps. Oh, Diana, that's a good one because you know I love that one. I was thinking the other day, we need to do some more Lavinia on lives and ink blending. What was that die set called from Tailored? We've never had a Tailored Expressions die set, Bonnie, at the retreat. We've never, or did you mean the one I just used? This one from My Favorite Things? Is this what you're talking about? My Favorite Things, and I'll have to look it up for you. Like I said, I bought it years ago, and there's not even a name. Let's see if there's a name on it back here. I don't think there is. Let's see. They're fishtail flags dies of some sort, and they're layering. I'll have to look it up because there's no name on this. So I'll look it up for you if you're talking about these. Sue Levin, we did Zentangle the first year. That was fun. I was thinking we need to do something else kind of like a pin and drawing kind of technique because I love that too. I taught that one and the Lavinia one at the first year. So Sue, you and I are on the same course. Oh, Bonnie, I'll try to find it because there's no name on it. So let's cut this out. Zentangle was definitely fun. Lavinia, fairies, ink blending, and scene building. That was fun. We've done so many things. The first year, Andrea Shell taught washi tape from Pink Fresh Studio, and washi tape was a huge hit. Everybody loves the washi tape. So many fun things. Last year, the Gina K class, that was a huge hit. Everybody loved that one. The greetery, that was fun last year. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that one. We've done so many good things. So many. And this year, so many new good things. Okay, so we've got our cherries. And here's our sentiment. We're going to use a Misty for this. And I will heat emboss it. Let's get this in here. Let's see where this needs to be first of all. So just about right in the middle would be good. Okay, I just wanted to check. A lot of people normally, yes. Well, they're both fishtail. It's just stitched. Fishtail is pretty much anything that has this little tail on it. And, but some of the dies are stitched and some of them are not. And they're two different sets, but they coordinate so that you can stack them. But I don't know if they still have them in the store or not. I would have to go look. This is not perfect. So let's try this again. It's a little bit off. See how it stitches even up here? So they're really cute if you have them like going down or even across your page, and you can stack them and put different sizes together. I have had this and I have used this set over and over and over again. It would be a shame if they don't still have it in the store. Someone's calling me this late in the evening. It might be for Gabe. Somehow Gabe's in my phones like are connected, and his FaceTime calls with his friends will come through. My watch is buzzing me. Okay, let's condition this stamp. I'm just going to stamp it in black, and we'll heat emboss it in clear. So let me get that. And I will say, don't forget, I know everybody loves the pajama party meet and greet on Wednesday night. That's always fun. And now we've added in the spinny wheel, which adds a whole other level of craziness. And we did get to know you bingo last year. That was crazy. So we just have fun every minute we're there, right? I mean, so much fun. Oh no, Diana says it's not in the store anymore. Well, I'll have to go on the search to find another company that maybe we can get it from. Because they're a classic. Like everybody needs that. I use them all the time. That should be something, a staple that a company never takes out of their store, ever. Ooh, look, that was nice. And you know, I used VersaFine Clear so it stays wet. So now I almost always do black ink and then do it in clear. I don't really use black embossing powder for sentiments. I know most of you don't. I forgot to put some anti-static, but it's okay. Most of the time I don't need it, especially for a clear. This is my giant jar of wow. And I don't know if y'all know, but the good news is, because when we expanded last year and we had a lot more people, it was a lot more work for the team. I mean, we were all tired by the end. So I knew right away last year that we were going to need more help. And thank goodness I have some fantastic friends. And we've added, instead of just 5 teachers, this year we have Kathy Dodd and Diana Curtis and Stacy Junk, and they've joined as part of the crafty crew. So they'll be helping a lot. Having 3 more sets of hands is going to make a huge difference, and should make my life a lot easier. So I am so grateful to have them. Because they're so fantastic, and they're always already asking, how can I help? What can I do? And we haven't had much to do lately, but pretty soon it's going to be all hands on deck. And at the retreat, having them there, it's just going to be so very nice to have them there and helping. And so we will all appreciate them so much. And I already appreciate them because they've already been huge helps. Huge help. They've been a huge help already, is what I'm trying to say. Let's kind of center this. Let's put some tape down the side so that I can wrap it around. And even though it's got the flag on the end, I just kind of center it, and then I'm just eyeballing it like this. And then I kind of wrap one side and stick it on the back, and then kind of straighten it out and wrap the other side and hope it's perfect. But if I have to move it a little bit, I can. Did we get it? I think so. So there's that. And then we would just put it on a card base. Let's see if I've got one. Do I have one here? I could even do black. Normally I score this, but we'll just fold this tonight since we're just kind of working quickly, right? Whew, not a very good job. Or we could have used brown and made it kind of chocolatey. And I would definitely pop this up with some foam because you know I can't do a really super simple, like we would need some foam tape. So this totally turned out to be something that I had not planned. I had planned on doing the cupcakes, and I'm going to show you real quick how I stamp those. We probably won't make a card with them, but I thought I'd show you how they layer together because I played with it, and I think there's a couple of little tricks that might help. And I think it's so much cuter than once you stamp it than maybe you see on the package and you're not sure. I did look, and this set is still available in the Gina K store. And I think it's probably because people see it and it may not look as cute as I think it really is once you start stamping it. So I want to show you what I did and kind of how some of the pieces layer together. And the other nice thing with it is you could solid stamp it and then add some interest or dimension using colored pencils or with your alcohol ink markers. Did you know you can color over water-based dye ink? So you could stamp the solid part and then use your Copic markers to add in some shading or colored pencils. You can absolutely color over water-based dye ink with your Copic markers, but it has to be your water-based dye ink. And to add details and interest that way. Works perfectly. I actually have a video on that. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have these little, I have the card somewhere. I don't know where. It's little Merwees from Sweet November, and I stamped them. I ink blended with dye inks in the background and then stamped the Merwees right over the ink blended background and then Copic colored over the ink blended background. And so there's that. Now, obviously, we need some bling on here to jazz it up. But super simple card. If you need a quick card, you know, I'd probably add more cherries. We need more cherries or some blueberries or something. Wouldn't that be cute? Just to stamp the little blueberries and give it some more color. Super easy background, right? Okay, let's talk about this cupcake. Move this stuff. So we're going to move that out of the way. So earlier, I was kind of playing with it, and I want to show you look how cute this is, that these fit together. And then I'll show you how I did these lines on here, because really this is just this solid stamp. And then I stamped another one with some lines. It just takes a couple of little tricks. So we won't make a whole card, but I'll show you how to stamp it. And I think it'd be really cute. I want to show you some things that are on this stamp set that will make it really cute. One thing, I don't know if you noticed, look at these little candles. So you can stamp the cupcake and then add your little candle, stamp the color inside it. And let's see, and there's your little flame. And how cute would that be? And then there's even, you can put your cherry on top. You could put a strawberry on top. You could layer your little berries. And then there's even hearts that you can stamp around, kind of like confetti. You can make, and then there's this pie, all kinds of different things. But I just love these little candles and how you can put your little candle on here. So here's what I did. I stamped, first of all, the solid. Where did I put that already? Here it is. So look, I'm going to stamp the solid part of the cupcake. And it's just a solid stamp. So you know there are lots of things you can do, like I said, to add interest and dimensions. But we're going to make this simple. I've already conditioned it because I've already used it a couple of times. And now I have not tried this color combo from Gina, but because I was using some other inks. But let's go ahead. Let's see how it goes. You know what? I'm thinking. Let's do a light pink. What do I want to do? Let's do the purple and see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to like this purple, but I just want to show you how to stamp them. So this is Plum Punch. I haven't tried this color, so I don't know how it's going to go, but at least we'll talk about the techniques. To really need them. What are we talking about? I've been looking at different companies too. What are we talking about? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, so there's our solid base for the cupcake. Now, let's look what this has. This has the top with the open areas for the flowers, and then you stamp the flowers in here. So let's stamp these like a light color. And this is easy. Just, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to, no one's ever going to notice if this is a little bit over top of this, and then that way you won't have any white space. Just kind of do it so that it overlaps a little bit and no one will ever know. Right? And then that way you know you won't have any white space on there. Remove this one. And once again, this one's already conditioned. So let's do this one in a light pink and see how it goes. This is bubblegum pink. I need some other purples from Gina K. I don't have very many, so we're using what we have. Oh, Elizabeth says she found them on Elizabeth Craft. There you go. Can you put the link, Elizabeth? I don't have an affiliate link for Elizabeth Crafts, so go ahead and post that for everybody. Okay, look how cute. That is cute. Now see how the flowers are kind of open? You could leave it like that. You could color them, you know, with markers or pencils, but look how cute this is. Let's take this, and like I said, I don't know about this. I haven't tried it, but we're going to try it. Now we're going to take the fill-in part, line it up, and it's pretty easy to do because you can totally see through it. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. No one will know. Line it up. Now let's do it in this passionate pink and see how it goes. One thing that you'll always see me do is, especially using the Misty or even a stamping block, when you're using a water-based dye ink, ink up your stamp, press it onto your paper, and give it a couple seconds, because what's happening is the dye ink has to transfer and literally soak into the fibers of the paper. And sometimes you see people stamp and they pick it right up and then they wonder why they haven't gotten a good stamped image. Well, you have to give that ink time to transfer. And of course I left mine on a little bit longer than you have to, but it needs time to soak in. So don't just stamp and lift it up right away. Give it a couple of seconds. There you go. Look how cute. Now, is mine offset just a tiny bit? Yeah, but nobody's going to notice. It's okay. It looks fine. But because we overlapped, look how perfect that came out. So let's go ahead and add some lines because we need some dimension down here, right? In the bottom of our cupcake. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I have a chocolate lab who is being so grumpy because he can hear me talking and he wants out of the kennel because they go in their kennel while I'm live. Okay, so here's the outline stamp. See how it's got the little lines for the paper cups? We're not going to stamp the entire thing. We're going to clean the stamp off. You want to see, I'm looking underneath and I can kind of see that it's right at the bottom. It's right at the sides. Oops, but my finger's moving it. So I'm checking both sides to get it lined up perfectly. And I'm going to close it up. Now watch. I'm going to double, triple stamp with the same color that we did the bottom, but we want it a little bit darker. So we can stamp and restamp 2 or 3 times. I'm mainly inking just the bottom. And these little mini cubes are good for this because it won't go too far up. And I can also take like a lint-free rag and make sure you wipe up the top. And then, you know, we don't need that upper line, just the cupcake bottom, cupcake paper part. We're going to stamp it, and they're going to ink it again. I know, Hagrid will be free, Bonnie, don't worry. He just gets a little antsy when, oh, now see, I have a line kind of going up there because I got a little bit high. But remember, we pulled our stamp down, but we can take that blending pen and fill that in if we need to. Okay. So I'm going to stamp it like 2 or 3 times until, because remember, when it dries, it will also have just a little bit of fade back. So we definitely want the definition of the lines. But we don't want too much. So, and then we could color it. We could use the colored pencils, add in more shading. But, you know, lots of times we don't have time for that. And a lot of people don't have the patience for that. So, and that's okay. So I'm going to actually take my purple and I'm going to get that Tombow pen again. Or this is the Zig. Okay. I'm going to just pick up ink with the tip of it. If you can see that, see, because it's like, it has no color on it, although I've used it with other inks. But you just pick up the ink and then we're going to go kind of under that line and color over the pink to fill that in. And then you have to kind of ink it again. And we'll start from this line. And it just looks like a shadow anyway. And it would be another way to add in some dimension if we wanted to. We could use this and not even other markers. To fill that line in. So there's that. And then look, should we go ahead and stamp the little, let's do this. Let's put the cherry back. And I'm going to stamp this, as you can't see. I've got the candle. I'm just going to freehand this. I think I'll do we'll do the dark pink again. And this could just be one of those pink and white candles, you know, that you can put on top. The little white ones that have the lines like that. Or you can use the solid stamp and fill it in. I think this little candle, and man, it's cute. I'm going to try to freehand it and we'll see how we do, not putting it in the MISTI. There it is. Let's see. Yep, that's the right way. Ta-da. Now, is there a better color combo? Probably. I just didn't really plan it out a whole lot. And then we would need yellow. Get a yellow. Or like a dark golden yellow, I'm not sure. This is dandelion. Wild dandelion. Put your little flame on there. Look how cute. Oh my word. Now my candle's a little like offset. It's maybe not quite in the middle, but I'm just showing you how cute this is. Let's put some light pink hearts just for fun, kind of like confetti would look. There's flowers on here. There's like a little bit of everything in this set. Look how cute. Ta-da. Isn't that adorable? I would keep doing this line. I guess if I did it over again, I would definitely move that little cupcake part up. But I'm telling you, I think we could get it. You know what we could even do is move our solid stamp up. Let's try it. Let's see if we can fix this little mistake. Instead of using that blender pen, that didn't work great because it kind of washes it out a little bit. So let's try using the solid cupcake stamp again. Let me find it because for some reason I didn't put it back on here. So, oh, it's probably in here. Nope. What did I do with it? There it is. Let's do this. So I'm going to move it up and try to better place it. See how it works this time. To fill that gap in because I don't like it. Okay. Moved on me. Okay, we ready? Crush fingers, say a prayer. Ready? We'll see how this works. Ta-da! That's better. There you go. How cute is that little cupcake? I do different colors, to be honest, but as just a demo as to how to put it together and use the stamps. Now, we lost some of our definition because I stamped again the solid one, but you get the idea. There's a way to fix it, and I could go, the little lines might be hard to go make darker now, but maybe the candle we could have done in a different color. I don't know. I'd use different colors. But that's cute. I love the concept. I love the candle. I love these how you get the hearts and the flowers layered into it. So it looks like little piped flowers. Cute. What do you think? Love it. Okay. Got it? I will also, thank you, Elizabeth. I'll try to go add that to my link deli list also so that you guys can shop easily if that helps. Okay, everybody. Yay. I'm so glad you joined me. We went live for the first time in weeks, and I honestly don't know what Gabe has going on next Thursday for tennis. So we'll see what that brings because we are into full-blown tennis season. And like I said, almost every Thursday, he's got a match or something going on. And sometimes it's an away match that's kind of far away. So, and that's what happened a couple weeks ago also. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you're excited for the Nashville Craft Retreat. I am too, and we're down to, I don't even know how many days, but it's less than 2 months. So we've got a lot going on. And that's it. I will see you hopefully next Thursday night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, everyone.